And finally, we're moving on from the old toy lines for a moment, and now we'll concentrate on the newer line. For today, I have with me here the Studio Series 86 Gnaw. Now, for those who doesn't know who this guy is, I'm going to tell you a little bit about him. Well, Gnaw is a part of a Transformers species called the Sharkticons. They first appeared in the 86 movie as a death punishment in the quintessence bit of judgment if they were found guilty or innocent. Even though Gnaw has some interesting stories in different continuities, the character's toy only serves as an army builder, since these guys in the US aren't that expensive and it's more fun to buy more than one. But in my case, I prefer to have one because of two reasons. One is because that it's too expensive in here, and two because I don't like buying the same figure over and over again. Going back to the figure, what I really like about No is that even though he is technically not a deluxe class size figure, he is pretty fun. He has an easy transformation, some cool accessories for him to use, and his engineering is pretty well done. This is in fact why the phrase "the best things in life come in small packages" actually makes sense. But instead of small packages, it's in small sizes. In the package, it comes with some accessories and it has a little bit of necessary parts for me. The Sharkticon head needs to be attached to the figure by sliding it in a hole at the back of his head. This thing also needs to be attached at the back of the head, and then you leave it like that. I am not much of a fan of parts forming, but this time it didn't bother me that much. The sculpting on the figure is greatly done. There's a lot going on with this figure. The mechanical detail, the ugly looking alien shark face, and the sculpting on what looks like the robot's panels make him look extremely detailed. It catches really well the essence of an alien shark-like robot. The back keyboard is something I will understand. It's necessary in order to make the transformation work. But apart from the keyboard, I want to talk about the hollow gaps in the back of his legs. They are below his knees and it makes the joint there visible. If a third party ever makes an upgrade kit for this guy, he needs to make a cover for his balls. The engineering of this figure is decent. It lacks opposability, but this is justified because of the transformation. What I find interesting is the fact that he has a double hinge joint in his legs. This is meant by transformation purposes, but it also gives him a more varied posability than other figures of the line have. For his accessories, he comes with a blaster and a wrecking ball as weapons. The wrecking ball is posable and looks good with Gnaw, and the blaster is okay I guess. But I kinda find it funny that the blaster in Hate makes the half of Gnaw's body. For size comparison, here I have Warpath, Soundwave, and Prime.
Now, for transformation, it isn't that complicated and I'll show you how it's done. First of all, like always, first remove the weapons. And then what you want to do is unhinge the head here and move his back up like this. Showing you. And what you want to do now is then you rotate his body around like this. Then what you want to do is move his back up like this. Then right here in his feet you have to hide the back of his feet. And now what you want to do is like bend them, use a double hinge, and right here there is a hole, there is a tab, and right here in his feet there is a hole. What you want to do is like tab it in there, both of them. Make sure it's stable, leave it like that, and right here in his head there is a hole, and right here there is a tab. Now what you want to do is move this shark head up, move the hands like this, like this one, move the head up, that's right up, there we go. Move his head up, then hide his hands for making the feet right here. Move his head into the front, pose him right because he sometimes doesn't want to pose well. Right here his wrecking ball is going to make the tail. Here. Make sure everything is alright, and then the gun right here there is a port. I think it's a 3mm port, something like that, and here it's a tab. You put it right in there. Sometimes he doesn't want to stand up, and there we have it.
And here we have Gnaw in his beast mode, shark mode, I don't know how it should be called, but I'll just call it his beast mode. So Gnaw's beast mode looks pretty good, even though it reduces his initial height. The play value that this figure has to offer justifies it. Gnaw's beast mode has some posability. He can move his feet, bend and rotate his arms, the tail can move, and his mouth can be opened and closed. Size comparison here again, we have Warpath, Soundwave, and Prime. There isn't much to say about Gnaw. The figure is okay, it transforms quickly and has a different kind of posability that some figures doesn't possess. But remember that this figure, along with the original G1 toy, were created to be an army builder, like the V-Icons in Prime, the Decepticon drones in the 2007 movies, and three of the most recent examples, Shadow Raider from Studio Series, the Sweeps from the 86 subline, and the Alicons from Earthrise. In my personal opinion, this figure is good. It's not the best thing in existence, but it does the job of being fun to transform. I really recommend this guy if you're a fan of the 86 movie and you want your own bit of judgment. But if you aren't, then it doesn't matter. The figure is fun and you won't regret getting it. So this is enough for today's video. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. Comment down below your opinions about this little guy and remember to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. This is Bot Review and we'll see you again next time.